To prove that ice is less dense than water, we put a LaCroix in the freezer.
24 hours later.
When we took it out, it exploded, showing that ice expands when it freezes.
This video shows that ice floats in water, which shows that ice is less dense than its liquid counterpart. Here, the ice sinks in the rubbing alcohol as it is more dense.
Here's how hydrogen bond works. Let's look at a single water molecule. It is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. The atoms are bonded through a covalent bond, which means that the atoms are sharing electrons. The oxygen still has 2 pairs of electrons that are connected with another atom, while hydrogen's 1 outside or valence electron is fulfilled with its bonding to the oxygen. This makes oxygen have a negative pull, attracting other positive hydrogen atoms, forming a hydrogen bond, one of the weakest type of bond. Now let's look at water in its liquid form. The water molecules are connected with hydrogen bonds. It is distributed randomly and are vibrating a lot. This is because generally, the hotter a material is, the more the atoms are vibrating and bouncing off of each other. But because the molecules are moving around so much, the hydrogen bonds are much weaker.
As water freezes, the water molecules start moving slower and slower. This allows the hydrogen bonds to become stronger. Because all atoms strive for equality, it causes the hydrogen bonds to become much more organized, so that the electronegativity is distributed as equally as possible. By comparing the 2 molecule formations, we can see that the organization of the water molecules of ice causes there to be a lot more space in between each molecule, making ice less dense than liquid water. The volume of the water molecules is greater in ice form due to the organization of the molecules, while the mass remains unchanged. The density of ice is less than the density of water.
This property is important because it provides an environment for the animals below and above. During the cold seasons, the layer of ice will form on the surface of ponds or lakes. This insulates the water so that marine life will not have an overcool environment, hence allowing them to survive. Without this property, the ice formed at the surface of the water in contact with the cold air above would sink. The process would repeat, and soon the whole lake would freeze, killing all the animals and plants living in the body of water. Ice that floats on water also provides a habitat for the other polar organisms such as polar bears, seagulls, and penguins.
As the diagram shows, during the summer months, the warmest water is at the surface of the lake. But in the winter months, the warmest water is at the base of the lake because of the ice's insulation capabilities. This means that even if the outside air gets colder, the base of the lake will stay at a constant temperature, and then fish and other living organisms can simply drop to deeper water.